Hey everyone, I've got this little summer album here that I've got as a present, and I have been forgetting to film this and then be able to send it off so that the recipient can receive it. So I've got some charms here, just added some buttons and some charms and a handmade tassel, and we're just going to get straight into it and show you. I had summer in mind when making it, but it could totally be any kind of an album once they go to add their photos and further embellishments. And because it is a ring binder, they can move the pages around. But you can see I used a border punch here. Left some of the pages alone. Some ribbon here. Added some tags with ribbon, of course. Got a little envelope. This one's a pocket. So I use my scalloped edge binder punch, not binder punch, just punch, and have put some things in there, some blank paper, another one with a ribbon, a half pocket. Got some cards in there, and I've just put some little embellishments on there. And then I've just pretty much gone through and just sorted some papers out. I chose papers, then I cut them down to the size of this album. Use these envelopes of things that I already had. Some Project Live cards. I just added some ribbon here so that you can have a little bit of detail. This one here, I've added some crepe paper edge and a DIY embellishment that just fits in there so nicely. This one here is what do you call this? A pocket page, a 2x2. So these here are on some acetate, and then some other things are just slid in there. I've also decorated the back. Another one where I used a punch. This one was a full circle, like specialty paper, and I wasn't going to use it. So I thought that would be nice cut down to fit in here. Another tag. This one's got some lace ribbon. This one I ripped on the edge. So you can see, pretty simple, but it will be really effective. A pocket page just in a different size. This one's got 1, 2, 3 types of trim, and then also a DIY embellishment on there. So you can see how fun and different everything is. Another DIY embellishment on an acetate piece. And it'll just be so fun, I think. This little 4x4 pocket. Yeah, 4x4, maybe 3x3. This one's a side pocket. So if there were pockets, I just used some of the cards that I pulled out to go with the stash that I'd used, just so that you can see it. Add a little cards here and a little 2 tabs. There's a half page. This was the cut off of the bottom of the paper. Another pocket page, a 4x6 this time. Another border punch. Another bit of crepe paper and a DIY embellishment. So yeah, this is quite a great project and really fun. This one flips out, and I use my border punch, and I was finding it blended in and I didn't know if it was obvious. So I added this little cluster and a paper clip to hold that paper in there to show that it was easily show that it was a pocket. So some ribbon on this one. I like this little pocket page, so put in the thickers that spell summer. Big tag this time. So some crepe paper ribbon and embellishments, and a doily and a Project Live card on this side. And again with the Project Live card, a bit of embellishing. This flower stickers up on some fun foam. Just a Project Live card. This one has summer, hello summer, and I stapled this one, but you can see it's not through onto the other side. So what I did was staple before I stuck it down onto the card. This tag is another big tag, but has a little pocket on it. And so this is a Project Live card that I use my circle punch to cut out a half circle. You can see there. And then I've just put in some other tags and a little 2x2 Project Live card. A little bit of crepe paper. A lot of crepe paper this way, and another small piece. This one has a tab cut into it. So I sort of just changed it up when I was cutting. I didn't do, like you can see everything's different, but when I was cutting, I cut a lot of them just straight and a few, you know, one with a tab and one with a fold out, that kind of thing. So there's that other half of that circular paper. Another little pocket, half again, and you can see I used my hole punch to cut a half circle tab. Actually, I think I have a punch that does that. 4x6 Project Life card. I liked that it was vertical. And I put some embellishments on the back. I use my punch here to change up this Project Life card. Some word stickers, some stamps. No, they're not stamps. Some enamel dots and buttons and a wooden button embellishment, whatever that is called. So this one I used some packaging off a present and just tied it on with a bow, stapled it on both edges. It will need to have something put over here on this side when they embellish it to cover the back of the staples. This is some vellum with a gold heart but also pink trim on it. Another tag pocket. Actually, I didn't put anything in that one. That was an exception to the rule. Just some plain lovely paper, another small piece, some 3x4 pockets, and so these are totally changeable, and they could even be pulled out and put in other projects if this is too big or too unlike what their style is. Added some more pocket pages, some small pages. I like this house paper. This one has got a nice little configuration, so it's got the 3x4 horizontal but also 2x2 and another 2x2, so you can see there. So I've got many different type of sleeves and not everyone does, so I like to add a few little bits and pieces when I make projects like this for presents. So there's another little pocket, and something happened here, maybe it ripped or something, so I had to cover it up. I've got some black and white ribbon with this chipboard summer piece on it. Whoop. So you can see I've got a huge variety of papers in here. Basically just went through, you know, my stash of summer papers and certain colours and just decided on what I wanted. This here is the cutoff, if you remember back in the beginning of this pocket here. So we cut the top of it, and I just had it sitting on my desk when I was putting this all together, and I thought, oh, that looks really nice there. Added another little half. This one is a smaller paper, and then I've used my border punch. Another bit of crepe paper. This one's got a pocket this way, and then it's also got this little bit of washi ribbon and the summer with some hearts and enamel dots, sprinkles. A Project Life card. Whoop, turn over. And another piece of paper. Oop, this is stuck. This one's got a tassel with 2 types of ribbon tabs. Just something different. Another tag that I embellished. Project Life card. Some stickers, chipboard, sun. Another small piece, and then I finished it off with this blue polka dot vellum. So you can see how different everything is and how fun it would be, I think, to embellish and fill up this album. It's just so fun to flick through, but also it's so fun to feel all the textures and all the different goodness going on, and it's so nice to look at the edges at all the texture. The texture here on the side and also up the top. And this album here is just from the newsagents. They had it actually reduced, and I thought it was a perfect size. So it actually is a 9.5 inches. 9.5 doesn't look as tall as 9.5 by 8.25 that way. That's so crazy. Anyway, the spine is really thick, so 2.5 inches in that spine, and you can see it's got some really big, good sized clips, rings, and this is the album size that I used for my December daily. So I'll have that flip through up on my channel soon too. It's got these, you can put the sleeves put some paper in the sleeves all the way around. And it also has some here in the front and the back. So if you're ever in your newsagents, check it out because you might find the right size album for what you are needing. Just pull out this charm. Oh, and that is the flip through of my summer album that I have made as a Christmas gift and have sadly forgotten to ship it in the craziness of the end of December and starting January. So it'll be a nice surprise. Hopefully they will love it when they receive it. Anyway, that's it for today's video. I'll catch you next time. Bye.